2025! And this year looks like it's gonna be pretty stacked in terms of big movies. Got some pretty big names coming out. I got a list of 10 movies that I am anticipating. I'm really excited for them, looking forward to them, or at least I got my eye on them. They're on my radar. And of course, I'm looking forward to way more than just 10. But 10, you know, it's the magic number. This is the way. And this isn't gonna be in order from least anticipated to most, but rather in order of current release date, from the beginning of this year towards the end. And alright, that's pretty much all I gotta say before I get started, right? Good, cool, let's get into it. So starting off this list, bring on Wolfman. Yeah, I know this movie's coming out in just a couple of weeks, but I'm a pretty big fan of the classic Universal monsters. And actually there are a few movies based on these monsters that are coming out this year. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, The Bride, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. But Wolfman's the only one coming out under Universal. And it's being directed by Leigh Whannell, who directed The Invisible Man, which I loved. That alone gives me faith in Wolfman. Plus the trailers look really good. If for nothing else, I'm just hoping for a good Wolfman movie. There's that too. So after that, I actually wasn't sure what to put here. I honestly went back and forth between a couple of things, but I ended up deciding on Captain America: Brave New World. Because again, the trailers look really good to me. And to be completely honest, between this and Thunderbolts, I think this movie looks better. Not that I don't think Thunderbolts looks good, I do. But Captain America, man, I really want to see Anthony Mackie step up to that title. I want to see how he carries a movie on his own as Sam Wilson, because he's always been a great character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I really like The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and this movie looks like it's bringing a lot to the table. Like, it's probably gonna be like 2.5 hours long, with a great cast: Giancarlo Esposito, Harrison Ford replacing William Hurt as Thaddeus Ross. He's gonna be Red Hulk now. The action looks great. The visual effects just in general, the big celestial Tiamat hand coming out of the ocean, that looks really good. Adamantium's apparently coming into the mix. Yeah, lots going on. Can't wait to see it. And it should look especially good in IMAX. Alright, coming out in May, right around my birthday, which is perfect because it's Lilo and Stitch. Most of you watching this don't understand exactly how huge a part of my childhood the original Lilo and Stitch franchise was. It was one of my biggest obsessions as a kid. Yeah, I saw the movie in theaters, that's all well and good, but I watched everything that came after that. All the direct-to-DVD sequels and the series on Disney Channel. I still have all those DVDs. The Island of Adventures DVD board game, remember that? It's right here. And yeah, sure, I'll be honest, Disney live-action remakes, they have a bad rep, and deservedly so. And we haven't seen much of Lilo and Stitch yet, aside from a couple of little teasers, which the campaign, yeah, they're bringing it back to the original, parodying other Disney movies, that's awesome. But the design of Stitch alone is selling me on it, at least for now, because he looks picture perfect. That is him. Chris Sanders, the original creator, of course, coming back to voice him. In fact, there are a couple of Chris Sanders animated movies that are being remade into live action this year, but this is the one that's gonna be on this list. And I will certainly be making videos on the full-length trailers once they drop. Hopefully there'll be one soon. Okay, moving on, we come to Megan 2.0. Look, I love the first Megan movie, alright? It's one of my favorite movies of 2023. I just have so much fun whenever I watch it. And at this point, we all know the drill. The sequel could be bad, but man, do I hope it is not. Because I just love the first movie so much, I would hate for a Joker situation here. Although the difference here is that they were always open to making a sequel to Megan. The release date was pushed a couple of times. As it currently stands, it's slated to come out in June, so a summer hit. Should be fun. Hopefully. Can't wait to see a trailer. Alright, next on this list, this is the one that's gonna be on everyone's anticipated movies of 2025 list. And this is the last movie on this list that has a trailer already, and that is, of course, Superman, our real introduction to James Gunn's new DC universe. Yeah, I've really been enjoying Creature Commandos so far, but come on. This is Superman we're talking about here. That teaser trailer looks amazing. Yeah, I do have concerns when it comes to the other superheroes that are gonna be in this movie, like Guy Gardner Green Lantern, or Hawkgirl, or Mr. Terrific. But like I said in my video about that teaser, all the Superman-ish stuff looks like what I wanted from this movie. Clark Kent and the Daily Planet, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, the iconic classic Superman theme. Yes, I'll miss Henry Cavill, but I have all kinds of faith in David Cornsweet. We're all gonna be there for this movie. And not only do I hope it's good, but I hope that everyone agrees that it's good, you know? I guess I just want the world to have faith in Superman again. Is that too much to ask? I guess we'll see. Okay, sticking with the superheroes, we got the Fantastic Four First Steps. Okay, the Fantastic Four is a concept that's never really been done justice on the big screen, in my opinion. Which is a shame because I think it's a great concept. Although it is cheesy, the Fantastic Four is a cheesy concept. I don't know what to say, it just is. So Marvel Studios is like, alright, well, let's lean into that then. From what I've heard about this movie, it takes place in another parallel universe where it's a retro-futuristic 1960s, like the Jetsons. So this is pretty much gonna be a live-action Jetsons movie, which is perfect. That is absolutely perfect for the Fantastic Four. I was lucky enough to see Michael Giacchino's new theme for the Fantastic Four performed live at the Hollywood Bowl, and it's amazing. It sounds perfect, and I love all the casting, at least for the most part. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards / Mr. Fantastic, I'm still not completely sold on yet. I'll have to wait to see a trailer for that. I did see that leaked footage that was shown at Comic-Con or D23, but I feel like that still wasn't enough for me to form a complete opinion, so I'm still not sure. But other than that, I love everything else I've heard about it so far. I hope it's great. And moving towards the end of the year, bring on Tron Ares. Yes, after about 15 years, we're finally gonna get our third Tron movie. It was in development hell for quite some time, but now it's finally coming out, although I think it's gonna have an entirely new cast of characters, so I don't know how much of a sequel to Tron Legacy this is gonna be. That's kind of what I really wanted. But hey, you know, it's still Tron 3, so I'm looking forward to it. And besides, we have Jared Leto in this movie, so what could go wrong? Oh boy. Next up, The Black Phone 2. Why? Because I love the first movie. The Black Phone to me was one of the dark horses of 2022. One of my favorite movies of that year. I don't really see how a sequel could happen given the events that transpired in that movie, but it's happening anyway. Again, this is one of the movies on this list where it could be bad. This is a horror movie sequel after all, and I don't know anything about the plot yet. So really, this is just blind faith based off how much I love the first movie. So here's hoping this sequel is good. Alright, we got 2 more movies to name on this list. Can you guess them? Well, if you can't guess one of them, that'd be really surprising. Cause you should know by now, of course I'm looking forward to Wicked Part 2. And it's cool, like, we're at the point now where we've seen Wicked Part 1. Like, I've seen it a million times at this point. I have the movie now. I just watched it with the director's commentary, and it was awesome. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about Part 2 here, cause I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. Oops, sorry, Feldspar. But yeah, the culmination of Elphaba and Glinda's story, how Dorothy's gonna come in and tie in with the whole thing, how it ends. Yeah, it's probably gonna be my new favorite movie of all time, along with Part 1, because yeah, we all know these are 2 parts of one big movie. So November can't get here soon enough. And capping off this list, yes, I still love this franchise, at least for now. Avatar, Fire and Ash. You know what's cool about these Avatar movies, at least to me? All 2 of these movies so far, they seem to highlight a specific natural element. The first movie showcased a lot of forest, the second movie showcased a lot of water and the ocean, and so the third movie, yeah, it looks like we're gonna be seeing a lot more fire this time around. I mean, based on the title anyway. I don't know where the story and characters are going after the events of The Way of Water, but if for nothing else, we know that this is going to be another long sci-fi epic. And also, if for nothing else, we all know the rule at this point, my fellow cinephiles. We never bet against James Cameron. Yeah, I follow that rule. Because it hasn't done me wrong yet. I can't wait to see trailers, I can't wait to talk about this movie. And alright folks, there's my list. 10 movies I am looking forward to in 2025. Like I said, I'm looking forward to a lot more than just these 10, but I guess these are the ones that I have my eye on the most, at least at this point. So now I bequest this question to you. What movies are you looking forward to this year, 2025? List them. Doesn't matter how many movies you put on your list. I just want to know, so whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Peace!